All right. Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. I know I started with some laughter, and I think that's the kind of energy that this particular episode is going to have. If you want to look good and you're a fan of some really trendy shoes, yes, you saw the promo and it's about to get down. All right. You also question what kind of audacity that. How many of you guys have audacity? Somebody said on TikTok once, each generation, atuna investments, atuna savings, tukotuna audacity. No, but my guest today had the audacity, has investments at a very tender age. My question today is, what are you doing at your age with what you have? That is it, guys. Talk to us on our comment section. And remember, if you missed this particular episode or you love it, we'll be also putting this on YouTube. I'm an Ajay, but for now, when, I'm not into politics, but when I was hearing some political rallies, kulikuwa na wimbo ya Mungu alinena emusa icho kiatu kivue, and then suddenly the person who was supposed to kuvua kiatu anavalishwa viatu I don't know how to say this. They're trendy, and the way he says it, labiste. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's nice meeting you.
It's really a pleasure.
Yeah.
And your outfit, I mean...
the vibes, like, I have to have the drip. Drip is forever, so...
Forever.
Forever.
I mean, when did it
Till death
start?
do us part.
It is forever, but when did it start? Were you born like that?
I come from a family where people love dressing well. So it started when I was young. When I was a kid, so I used to love seeing guys like Kanye West dressing up, So they are the people who inspired me to start dripping and start dressing other people, so our people around me could look nice. So that makes me so happy when I see people wearing nice clothes, because
I like the part that makes you happy. How do you feel when people are not dressing nicely? I don't know if nicely is relative. Appropriately, it could be a bit harsh.
Wakni.
Allah, he just didn't pull that. We just started the show.
Yeah, but I love seeing people dress nicely. But if you're not dressing nicely, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll advise you how to dress nicely. Fashion is a lifestyle. So yeah, I like dressing people up, and I like inventing new styles. Yeah. So.
Well, I like when you say fashion is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
I mean, most of us just say fashion is for bougie people or rich people. It's a lifestyle.
You can have 0 cents, but you have to look nice. The way you dress is the way I'll address you.
The way you dress is the way I'll address you. People, isn't that a point to take home already? We already started getting inspired at your age with all this kind of wisdom, though.
Yeah,
I'm not even...
years.
20 years. When was your birthday?
May 26th. Just turned 20.
You just turned 20?
Yeah.
How much have you done since
I've done a lot.
Please tell us more about you've done a lot, because some people just know you for the shoes and for the outstanding something that we have on trending on air. We'll talk about it in a bit, but this 20 years of your life, just tell us what Nika has been doing.
So basically my name is NAIROBI West Niccur on Instagram. Labiste is my fashion brand, and my real names are Ali Abdi. So I started fashion when I was in high school. I started mending clothes for kids in my high school to get some extra pocket money. So when I was in high school, a lot of kids used to come to me so I can mend their clothes. So I took that as a business. You have to have the business mind in your head, and that's what people lack in life, the way to be employed. So when I was in high school, I used to mend clothes for my classmates, for other class reps. So I said to myself, why should I not make this like a real business? You see, initially I wanted to become a pilot. I wanted to become a pilot and a doctor.
To pick him off.
But I decided, let me do the fashion thing, Let me follow my dreams. So I really had passion for fashion. And I really looked up to greats like Kanye West, Travis Scott, A$AP Rocky. Those are my mentors, I look international, So when I started doing this in high school, I finished in 2019, I finished high school. When I finished high school in Form 4, I didn't have nothing to do. I was just idle, and I never like being idle, because an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So I was like, let me start doing something. I was mending things in high school. Why should I not bring the culture of styling people, being a fashion designer? My mom was like, moms, kijana yangu, enda shule usome, nataka upate degree. And I was like, no, mom, my passion is doing styling. I want to be a businessman. So when I finished high school, I opened an online business.
Okay, so first you went online.
Yeah, I wasn't online.
Okay.
So I opened an online business. I was taking nice pictures, you know, because people who dress well. So I was taking nice pictures and people were like, hey bro, where do you get these clothes? So I decided, let me open my shop. The shop initially, it's called Thrift Trendy. That's my brand.
Yes.
So it started as an online business. I even used to hawk clothes.
No, wait.
Yeah.
Hawk physically?
Like physically hawking, because I didn't have a shop. It was online.
Okay.
So I used to go like archives, then I give people clothes.
Okay,
Like
for real?
For real. I didn't have a
Okay.
shop because my parents didn't believe
But-
about fashion. They believed in school, but I had to gain their trust so that I can show them I can do something with my life.
Yeah.
You see? So at that time I was 19 years old.
Yeah. You make it look like it's so long ago.
It's like 2 years ago.
Yes.
So when I was doing that, yeah, I said, why should I not open my first shop? So I saved the money that I had in high school for mending clothes, the money that I'm having right now for selling online. So let me have my first shop so that I can prove to my family that I'm a fashion designer and a real businessman.
I like this. Do you know, I'm listening to your story and I'm seeing the business mindset. You say that's very important.
Yeah.
Then now the saving culture, which
I
I don't
save.
think most of us have right now.
People don't save. People go and party a lot and forget there's tomorrow. And that's what doesn't stick in people's mind. There's tomorrow. You have to think about tomorrow. What will you do tomorrow? Okay, today you've had fun, yeah? What will you do tomorrow? Will you have fun?
You know, I know people are watching and they're thinking, he's 20, he's handsome, akona life mbele yake like this, he's got the money, but what about tomorrow? How many of you guys back at home are thinking, what about tomorrow? I don't think most young Kenyans care about that.
And that's what I'm trying to inspire them with. I'm trying to show them that we should not have handouts. We should not be employed. We should promote the entrepreneurial culture. If you go to USA, you'll find that a lot of guys are doing entrepreneur and they have not gone to school. You see? Because they've learned it through the street. But I'm not saying don't go to school. You can have a book smart and a street smart. So mine is street smart, and I love that about myself.
You can also have both.
You can also have books.
Yeah.
But I like the entrepreneurial culture because you'll create jobs for other guys.
Yeah.
You see?
Okay.
So personally, I've employed like 10 youths. Personally, I've employed 10 youths. Delivery guys.
You're already an employer.
Yeah. I have my shop, Thrift Trendy, and I have La Biste. La Biste is like the culture, fashionable, we'll talk about that.
Yes.
It's the culture of Kenya, yeah? So I opened La Biste in 2019 too. When I started Thrift Trendy...
This is your own money.
This is my own money.
I
saved.
Yes.
I saved from my pocket money from my parents and pocket money from my mending, then the online business that I started.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I started my business, I was really shocked because I didn't have like a physical shop. So I opened my first physical shop in town. Imenti House.
Oh, nice. I
So,
like that you can remember where you have come from.
Yeah,
it's actually
I've came
really
a long way.
inspiring.
I've came a long way. People have Tukana. People have told me you can't do it. People have put me down. You see, so I tried and made that my strong thing. Yeah, it made me strong.
You became a driving star.
Yeah, I wanted to prove that I can do it.
I'm listening through and I'm thinking, you know, just believing in yourself through that moment, and to the point where we now see the former Prime Minister
dressing the former Prime Minister.
You know, you're actually dressing the former Prime Minister. I don't know, how was that moment for you first?
Yeah.
And did you ever see it coming?
I never saw it coming.
Yeah.
Funny story is that I used to dress one of his close family friend, yeah? So I used to sell him clothes and shoes. I never knew where he stayed. I just be sending deliveries. He was just my guy, he was my friend. He never told me that I'm close to Raila. So he wanted to test me like I'm a real friend, yeah? So I just became real. Gave them price, affordable prices. So one day he was like, this young guy is pushing himself. He was like...
He's making effort.
Yeah, he's making effort. He's showing that he can do it.
Yeah.
So he was like, hey, bro, let me take you home. I want you to come, we chill at home. So he told me, bring some shoes. And then I was selling him shoes size 41. And then he told me, come with size 43. And I was like, hey, this guy, where?
I know,
I don't
right?
understand. What's happening?
Yeah.
So, okay, 2 days, then we met. He came to me, he was like, I want you to meet someone special to to me. Nilipita gate ya kwanza, gate ya pili, gate ya tatu. I was like, leo naenda kuuliwa. You know, it's Karen and then it's so cold and then it's forestry. Yeah. You can see nothing.
And then there's like, several gates.
Yeah, several gates. And you're like, wow, leo naenda kukufa.
So there's some faith to it.
But yeah, it's some faith with it. He's my friend. So when I go there, I see an old man coming. Like,
that's
you know how Baba works? He was like, so, so my friend was like, I want you to meet Raila Odinga. I shook his hand.
Yes.
He was like, I like what you're doing. I feel like it's yako. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, that was May. He was he was like looking into me. You know, he wants to support the youth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yes. He's really
now
oriented right now.
Youth.
Yes.
He's trying to make the youth more comfortable around him. So he was looking
at
my page.
Work,
yeah.
Yes.
You never know who's watching. But they just do your thing.
Like
just do your thing. Just grind hard. So I sold him some sneakers. I gifted him some, you know, and he even gave me a word of advice on how like he's going to help the youth.
Yeah.
He gave me some wisdom on how I'll be collecting myself.
Yes.
How I'm going to present myself. Because he's a very cool guy. Apart from politics, he's a very cool guy.
And I like when you say he gave you some wisdom. He spoke you through something. And I think most of us youth have been talking about we don't have mentors.
Yeah.
So for you, every single moment you got, you picked every single wisdom you could.
I could. Like, I was even, when he was talking, I was writing everything he's saying.
Whoa.
Like, you know, you have to learn from the greats.
I like that.
Like, when he was talking, I was like texting everything he's saying.
You've said something important. You have to learn from the greats.
Yeah.
Learning is a journey.
Learning is a journey. There's no end in learning.
Nika, you've said people, allow me to call you Nika because that's, okay,
Nika,
Ali.
No problem.
But people have opposed you.
Yeah.
People have told you your work is probably whack.
Yeah.
You know, or this is not really trendy enough.
Yeah.
Before we talk about you being an international ambassador, you guys, by the way. By the way, I'm ambassador for the fashion label Fashion Nova. You know what that means? Fashion Nova. The first ever brand ambassador in Eastern Central Africa. East Africa, I mean. You know, before... First brand ambassador. At your age, okay, we're going to talk about his prospects because now, some of you guys are probably shaking like, okay, he's this at 20. Yeah. Who are we seeing in the next 5-10 years? But now, the opposition, you said you took it as a drive, you know, like they throw stones at you, you build a house. Yeah. Tell me about how you put yourself lemonade. Together. Yeah. I used to, you know, people used to attack me sometimes online. People used to tell me that you can't make it. You're a kid. You can't make it. People were like, you're not doing something. So I was like, you guys, you don't know the impact that I'm trying to make and inspire the youth, so that you guys can be inspired and do something bigger than me. Yes. I even launched Labiste Season 2. My reason for launching Labiste Season 2 was to like show the youth that we can do it. I even set up a launch party for basically just inviting the youth to come and talk together and share ideas so that we get something big, you know. So that was my point. People underestimated me, you know, but you know, God's favor. Yeah. So I tried all my best and now I'm here. All right, guys, I'm waiting on my producer, but it seems like she's having a good time right here at Golden Tulip. And here's Golden Tulip, and right here is at the ground floor. There's also cuisine on the first floor. If you love Indian food, I do not know if my guest loves Indian food. There is the Volcano Bar, the sports bar. There's so much going on in here at Westland. So you guys need to start, checking out Golden Tulip and come here for amazing moments with your families and even just for yourself, accommodation as well. So, tunataka kuchukua break. Yeah. Unataka maji? Yeah, by the way, I need some water. Some water. Do you do accents? Yeah. So, are you going to help us take a break in an accent? Sasa watu wa nyumbani tunaenda breaki. I'm really funny too. But yeah, I'm funny too. That's 100 to 0, man. That's not 0 to 100. We were all bougie. We were all bougie. From bougie to... And then sasa watu wa nyumbani tunaenda breaki na tunarudi. Musitoke. That's just it for me. The brain buster in a bit, guys. Let's see if he actually gets his brain busted or if he walks out of set, because I know he's capable of telling me pass or just walk out on me. We'll be right back.